lot of science, there's a lot of thinking to making a beautiful knife. You get that adrenaline rush when you light that forge up and you hear that roar. It's very barbaric, it's very crude. You know, you're slamming hot metal with a hammer into a square shape of metal that you created. It now has a function, it's now a tool. To be honest, like, to start my own business, I think back to ancestors in Scotland being swordsmiths and bladesmiths, that I'd be that generation carrying on that tradition. I started out in my parents' garage. I was a welder fabricator at a local fab shop down the street. I wanted my product to be authentic. So I moved my company to Detroit. You get the product from Detroit, made in Detroit. In Detroit right now, there is this movement growing. You can feel it, and you're like a part of this like handmade community that's growing, this renaissance that's coming back in Detroit. I think you get a little more personal working with your hands, drawing out that Damascus billet. There's a lot more story being told, there's a lot more soul into it. This is not easy at all. You're gonna get cut, you're gonna get bruised, you're gonna get burned. We're dealing with temperatures with 2,000 degrees plus at a ambient temperature of 100 and 120 degrees on a summer day. You get fatigued, you're sweating. There's times where you might pass out. There's moments where you can spend 40 hours to 80 hours on a knife and it breaks. I make knives that are practical. That knife tells a story at this certain time of my life. There's actually, blood, sweat, and tears of what went on in the process. It's not something you buy at Kmart or Walmart. Hours spending on the knife is depending on a lot of variables, from the steel to how long it is, to what kind of handle material. At the end of the day, making a knife, there's a recipe to making a great knife. You're just not cutting a piece of metal with a point at the end and putting an edge on it. There's a lot of science, there's a lot of thinking to making a beautiful knife.